Hello, thank you for being here. Today, we will be practicing a contemplation practice. So, the object of your meditation will be on your breath, observing its natural rhythm. And I'll offer a reading for us to consider as we move into silence. So, to begin, please find your comfortable seat. If you're like me, in a chair, scoot to the edge of your chair, plant your feet firmly on the earth, sit tall. If you're seated on the earth, prop your hips up on something, so bolster, blanket, block, so your hips are higher than your knees. Find a long spine. And from here together, we'll close our eyes or gaze softly to one point. You lift straight up through the back of your head, just the top back, the crown, kind of right where my ponytail is. Lift straight up. Chin drops slightly. Rest your hands in your lap or on your thighs. And I encourage you today to have your palms facing up. Right, a gesture of generosity, of giving. Right, of giving of your love, of your kindness, of your connection, of your attention. And notice what is joining you in your seat. What's happening in your mental, emotional body, the quality of your thoughts, the emotional state that you're experiencing. Right? And depending on when you're practicing this meditation, right, we are at a time in our world where there's a lot of injustice, there's a lot of unrest, there's a lot of pain and suffering and fear, and consider how you are holding that, how you are listening to and participating in and experiencing that truth of our nation right now. And then find your breath. Notice its natural rhythm here, its rise and its fall. And the quality of our breath can give us information, can tell us about our mental emotional state even when we're disconnected or unaware. So notice here if your breath is shallow, a little more restricted, constricted. Might be hard to breathe. Or perhaps it's deep, it's balanced, it's nourishing, and it could be anywhere on that spectrum. Just notice, acknowledge. And allow your physical body to soften into the shape that you've chosen. Notice if you're holding tension, release your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, your belly, your hips, your ankles. And allow your awareness to rest on the natural movement of your breath. You get still to feel. You get still to heal. And when your mind wanders, notice and acknowledge that without judgment, but meeting yourself with kindness. And set whatever it is you're chewing on aside to come back to your breath again and again and again. And for our contemplation practice today, I'll be reading a Dharma poem. Dharma means, in this case, a teaching of a truth from the Plum Village community, and feels especially relevant and touching in these turbulent times. And some of his words are raw and not poignant, but true. So consider how these words land for you as we move into silence, welcoming both the discomfort and the comfort, and holding it with the same amount of care. It's called I Can't Breathe. I can't breathe, said George Floyd, the knee of 400 years of racism on his neck. I can't breathe, said the woman with fear in her eyes, her lungs attacked by coronavirus as she was put onto the ventilator. I can't breathe, said the nurse, exhausted after a long shift, sweating under a hot surgical mask and foggy goggles. I can't breathe, said the 100,000 dead Americans, a nation and a world in mourning. I can't breathe, said cities choked in smoke from a planet on fire. I can't breathe, said the earth, suffocating under a blanket of carbon emissions. Breathe, my dear, said the Buddha of our time, reminding us of the way to love and healing and transformation. Breathe, my dear, said the beloved community, grieving and waking up together. Breathe, my dear, said Mother Earth, and let my oceans, mountains, and forests embrace you. Right now, when it seems so hard to breathe. Right now, just breathe. Silent practice here. And bring your awareness back to your breath. And together we draw a deep breath in through the nose, filling up. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. And stay as you are. Draw your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Let's dedicate our practice today to those that are suffering, those that are experiencing injustice, those who need our attention, our support, and our action. And we seal our practice by bowing head to heart, dropping chin to chest.